everyone, it's Kim from Affordably Crafty, and today is going to be a tutorial to make the necklace that this pendant is going to go on. If you're new here, welcome. My channel is all about teaching you how to stretch your craft dollar and be affordably crafty. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also follow me on Instagram and join my Facebook group, where I post about all my steals, deals, and freebies I find in my travels in the crafting world. So this is the pendant, and I dove into my crafting stash to make a necklace for this to go on. If you're interested in this tutorial, I'll link it down below. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this came out. And the reason I made this loop so big is that this necklace that I'm making, I can change this out and change up how it looks. So for this tutorial, you are going to need, number one, you want to go into your button stash. So like I had this bag that I got at Goodwill, and I went in there, and you're going to need one button. I would suggest one that just has the knobby part, and this is the one that I picked. It's a good way to use up a singleton or a special button. You're going to need for the yarn I chose, I'm using a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook, and this is just a crochet hook from Dollar Tree. You're going to need some thread, similar color to what you're picking for your yarn, a regular needle. Oh, hello, don't run away at me now. I suppose I should do this so everybody can see, right? Everybody can see. And a tapestry needle, something to cut your yarn with. What's up, crochet dude? And also your fiber. So this is a good time to go in the stash and use up some of your novelty yarns. So for this one, I am going to be using some of this Barocco Jewel FX. And this is in the color, well, there's the color number off. That's very helpful. 6906, lot number 80. And it says 5.5 on here. Needles, doesn't say for whatever. This is 94% rayon, 6% metallic. And as you can see, it's got antique golds and slightly coppers and dark tans and goldy colors and little nubbies. So this is luscious. I'm happy with this. And then from my recycling center, I got this a while ago. Hello, how are you, gold? So I'm going to hold these together. This is just a cone mill end of something so sparkly and wonderful. It also has nubbies on it, if you can see, kind of like this one does. Okay, that is what we need. Let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do, since I chose two fibers, is I am going to put them together. And I will be right back in a second. I did this one a little while ago out of two sock yarns held together. So this is generally what we're going to be looking like at the end here. And I wear the heck out of this thing all the time. This was just two high-end sock yarns. In this one, I just used a stitch marker that's never come off of this to close it. But for this one, I'm going to be using a button. So it's really versatile. If you want something chunky, you can use a chunkier yarn. If you want something more dainty, use a daintier yarn. But you do want it to be somewhat tight. So I would recommend at least going down a full hook size from what is recommended. Just what I found works. So to start, you are going to make a slip knot. Okay, and you are going to chain. How many chains is really going to depend on how big you want it. 3. Keep in mind this is going to curly Q up on you, so you want it to be longer than what you think you need. So if I showed you this and stretched it out, right? So that takes up that much space or that much space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something twice the length that I think I need. And that's going to depend on how long you want your necklace to be. If you want to wrap it around more than once, there's like endless possibilities here. So I'm literally not even going to count on the chains. I'll just measure it. And then each person's is going to be different, and that's okay. This is a really good way to use up your novelty yarn stash. Or even like, I'm not usually a big fan of the lighter weight yarns, especially the ones and laces and threads. But I have been trying to find some ways to use up some of that stash, i.e., hello Pendant, how are you? Yeah. I'm very excited by this color combination. Let's just say that off the bat. Right? I do like my sparkles, as you guys know. And this Barocco yarn here was got from a bulletin board flyer I saw at my mom's high-rise. And somebody was destashing, and I got it for, I don't know, I think that was 25 cents. Woo, cheap. And that cone of gold yarn was sold by the pound, and I think it might be just a pound. And each pound is 40 cents at my recycling place. A craft reuse center. If you're not familiar with those, I highly suggest you check them out. I have videos on those. I will link them down below on how to find one near you. It is crafting gold. It is the most fun treasure hunt you're ever going to have, let me tell you. Especially if you're like me and you enjoy using unconventional materials. What do you think this is inside here? Any guesses? Those who haven't seen the tutorial yet? That is a piece of tile, which just looks amazing. I guess I just kind of look at objects and I kind of try and see what they can be, not what they are, if that makes sense. I mean, I did get that tile for free. I think the coupon code may have expired, but there is another one that I put in the description box of my haul for those. I'll also link that down below if you're interested. But this technique can work around any size thing that you would like to use it on. So see, this has a little bit of stretch to it. The sock yarn did a little bit too, because it has nylon in it, obviously. Obviously. Right? I'm just chaining here until I think it's at a good size, and then I'm going to just basically try it on. See how big it is. You guys ever crocheted jewelry before? Jewelry. I don't know why for some reason I can never get that word out. My tongue always gets tripped up. It's like burrow. Bureau. Kind of one of those funny words. Oh, that knobby is getting in the way. Hey, go through. There we go. And yeah, you don't have to be particular. I kind of just design as I go on this stuff. So let's see how long we are now. I'm just gonna put this around me. Oops. Yep, gotta be longer. Keep chaining, Kim. Chain, 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 chain. And this technique would also work for, obviously, bracelets. It would work for earrings if you just made them not as long. Not as long. I may make some matching earrings out of this one. I should have plenty of material left. I gotta see if I have any more earring backs. I may have used them all for stitch markers. Oop. My bad, I dropped the gold piece. If you're interested in seeing some of the stitch markers I have for sale, they are up on my Facebook group under the photos tab. Feel free to go and check that out. I actually have to take photos of the new ones that I've made. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. I also have to do some photos of the freebie stuff I've gotten this week. Hopefully it's nice out this weekend and not horrible. It's been very rainy here a lot of weekends this summer. Hopefully we'll be able to take some photos outside. Let's see, I'm gonna say a little bit more, almost there. So I'm just going twice so I can wrap this around twice loosely, around my neck, obviously. Adoy, around my neck, around my neck. We are almost there. I'm gonna try better to stay in frame this time. Kind of changed up my tutorial setup here to make it easier for me to just basically have it set up and then have it put away in like 5 minutes, not even 3-minute put away, so that when I have some free time after the kids are asleep, I can hop on a tutorial, and it's not always set up all the time so that my kids don't, you know, get into everything. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. Let's see how we're doing now. Where's the end? Okay, we're good. I went around my neck twice. Again, you can make this whatever length you'd like. Okay, now I'm going to chain. Let's see. So this is where you're going to look at your button. This is the loop that your button will be going around. I'm going to do 4. Let's see. I mean, the loop that is going to go around your button. I'm going to say 4 maybe is not enough. I'm going to do 1 more. So 5. And then you're going to chain 1. And now however many chains you decide you need to go over your button, you're going to go into the loop after that. So I want 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to go into my 6th chain from my hook. And I am going to do a double crochet. It's going to be a little awkward going into the first one, just because you have all that extra yarn on the back of your hook. And so here we have my lovely little loop for my button to go through, and that's going to be at the end of the yarn. Okay, so now you're going to do 2 more double crochets into this. Oops. Dang it, I dropped my gold. Hold on. 2 more double crochets. Okay, and now the next one, you're going to do 3 double crochets. And guess what, guys? This is going to be your repeat all the way up your chain. 3 double crochets, 3 double crochets, 3 double crochets. I'm already loving how this is looking. You're going to see here pretty soon it's going to start kind of bending. Let me get a little bit down the chain, and when it starts curly cueing, I will come back and show you. I'll be right back. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, so as you can see, this is the end, and it's starting to naturally curl. So if I roll this up, it's just going to keep curling. I like how this looks because it's very textured. I think that looks really cool. What do you guys think? So here it's not important that you keep this super straight because it's all gonna curl around itself anyways, if that makes sense. So don't stress about trying to keep this straight. I mean, do your best, but don't, you know, don't stress too much. So I'm just gonna show you how it's gonna curl behind you. Just so you know that, yes, that's correct. And again, we're doing 3 double crochets into each chain. Oops, a little nubby in the way. Come on, Nubby, get in there. Everybody in. Oh, whoop, did I drop the gold? No, it's under there. So as you see, as you start going up, it's going to start curling behind you. All right, so I'm going to continue doing that until I reach the end of my chain. And I will see everybody back here in a little bit. See you in a minute. Okay, so I have crocheted 3 double crochets all the way down the chain. And I am at my last chain piece here. So what we're going to do, we're going to put... We need a place for the button to sit. And to attach the button to securely without making our squiggly doodad be off kilter, if that makes sense. Okay, so we're going to do 3 double crochets like we've been doing the whole time. Okay, now we're going to do a chain 1. Fix that afterwards. And we're going to do 3 more double crochets. 1, 2. Yeah, drop my stitch. I don't know why this is being difficult. Annoying. 1. 2, 3, 'and we're going to chain 1. And we're going to do 3 more double crochets. Oops. Hold on a second. This is a little twisted. What is going on here? E. There we go. So 1. I'd love to see your makes posted on my Facebook group, Affordably Crafty. I can't wait to see what everybody comes up with. Oops. I maybe didn't pick the easiest 2 yarns to work with, but I think the payoff is in how the final product looks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this has gotten a little bit loose here, so we're going to tighten up this and close it up. Tighten, tighten, tighten. Okay, and we're gonna hang on to this end piece while we do the next part. Chain 1. We are going to do 2 double crochets into this. 1, 2. Oops. Playing yarn chicken with that a little bit, but I think we're going to be good. What was it doing? 1, 2. Look at me get a little distracted. Yeah. I'm loving how these colors came out though. Okay, so that was 2 double crochets. Now you see we've kind of made a circle here, which is a good place for our button to sit and be sturdy. So then we're going to just go into this down here, and we're going to cut our yarn. Leave a little bit of a tail so that we have some to weave in so it's secure, but it doesn't need to be super long. Jiminy Cricket, folks. However, with this yarn, I'm going to really suggest that you put a little knot on the end to stop the ye old unravel. I'm going to put a knot in here. Just one, so it doesn't become a mess. There, you can barely even see that. Okay, now we're going to tie off. Oops, what did I just do there? Oh, sorry, we're going to slip stitch. And then we're going to tie off. If. Come on, nubby pieces, come through. It's getting there, hang tight. So if you see, that's what your end looks like. Okay, now you're going to notice that this is a little bit of a wonky spiral compared to this one. So what we're going to do now is we're going to shape the spiral. So see, it's going this way. We're going to go down and we are going to twist the whole thing back into shape so it matches the spiral shape. And here we're going to kind of do it a little bit tighter. And this is going to make it really look awesome. So yes, expect your necklace to be wonky spiraled, wonky wiggly doodad until you do this step. And that's okay. We are fixing it, making it look better. I know this seems like it's going to take a little bit of time, but the end product really is worth it. Because it, like I said, it doesn't matter if you kind of get a little bit of this all out of whack, because you can fix it at the end. And then see, I'm just going to do this once I have it all sorted. Hopefully that's clear to you. What do you guys think of the colors I chose? I think they're pretty awesome. So you're going to see it's going to look like this in a minute. Well, not exactly like that, because this is 2 one-weight yarns, and that is not a one-weight yarn. So this is going to be chunkier than that first one that I made. Although I am very happy about this. I will have enough left to make a set of earrings, I believe, which I'm happy about. I have to check in my findings box and see if I have any more earring backs left. I might have to go grab some more next time I'm out. Put it on my craft shopping list. I'm still zhuzhing this necklace. I guess we could call it zhuzhing. Takes a few minutes, but that's okay, right? I generally hang this. I don't like put it in a drawer because I'm really worried that other jewelry will snag on it. So it just hangs on the lamp next to my bed, to be honest. I think it's pretty. There we are, we're getting there. We're almost there. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and, you know, subscribe if you're not already, and give me a share if you can. And also, check me out on Saturday morning from 8 to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Ginger, the Yarn Geek, and I's show, Affordably Geeky. It's a great way to start your weekend. Start it on a nice yarny note. Oh, I'm loving this necklace. Gorgeous. Sometimes it just has to do with the yarn choice, right, guys? This would be a great use for some of your thrift store finds, too. Trying really hard to stay in frame. I had a problem with that last time. I think I'm doing better. Almost done with the twist. Yeah, check that out, and I will link back to the pendant wrapping tutorial. That's going to go on this, which I'm very excited about. I feel like this is very fall. These colors, what do you guys think? And this is how much I had left on this tube thing. So yeah, we were getting, yeah, plenty left on this. Plenty. It was the Barocco that was a little bit... I wonder how much was on that. I have the label here. I think I'm sitting on it. There was, if this was full, there was 57 yards in there. I think this one was full. Personal opinion. Personal guess, I guess you could say. Okay, so now this is what we look like. We look beautiful. Yep, that's just the exact length I wanted it to be. It's not a choker, it's a little bit looser than that. And now we have a nice platform for a bead to go on here. Not bead, sorry, button. So this button is going to go here. Oops, I'm out of frame. The button is going to go here. So I am just going to sew this on with my regular needle and thread. And I just picked a somewhat complementary color that would kind of blend in. But if it's not super complementary, you ain't really going to see it, so don't stress about it. I'm going to sew this on and I'll be right back, guys. See you in a minute. Okay, guys, so as you can see, I have secured this very tightly. And here's my button. So to close this up, I take the loop that I made before, and I am going to put it over my button. And this is how it closes up in the back. So I actually made this big enough that it's just going to go over my head. And I am going to loop this on and turn the camera around, and I'll see you in a moment. Hey everyone. So this is what the necklace looks like on. I wanted it longer. I'm super happy with how this came out. Oh my goodness. I'm going to put the pendant on and I'll be right back. Okay. Here's what the necklace looks like with the pendant on. Now I wanted it longer. If you want it shorter, you can make it shorter if you would rather have it like this. I just wanted it longer because I kind of know this certain style top I'm going to want to wear it with. That'll be fine, but you could totally make it short like this if you want. I will link the pendant wrapped tutorial down below. Please check that out. Please, if you do make this, share your makes on my Facebook group, Affordably Crafty. Yeah, and I hope everybody has a very creative day. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.